welcome to episode 1 of the Journeyman Save the Globetrotter with me, the FM novice, and I have just been appointed manager of Naestved BK in the Danish First Division, currently sitting in 10th position, and we've got our first game today at home to Velje, who lie in 2nd position. So to bring you up to date into what I've already done so far, so if we look at our transfers, I have let go a number of players since I was appointed 6 days ago. They were all non-contract and fairly worthless, so pretty happy to move them on. I don't think they'll cause a big impact on what I've done. I am trying to bring in a player at the moment. That is Isaac Olise on a non-contract deal. He'll be an amateur player, so the work permit decision is due in a couple of weeks' time. He'll be in as a defensive midfielder. Looks fairly okay for someone who I'm not going to be paying money for, so I'm quite happy to have him in on board. The next order of business for myself is looking at the staff page. I've made one change at the moment. I have replaced my chief scout. I have brought in Benny Dalsgaard, who is an okay scout, only 8 for judging player ability and judging player potential, but he is about £400 a week less expensive than the previous guy. So it's a good piece of business, so I feel. Looking at some player roles, I've changed a few little bits and pieces from the traditional 4-2-3-1 lineup. So I've changed Daniel Neruzi, who is a complete wing-back and looks like one of my better players. He's a Danish under-20 international in real life, and he fits the bill for a complete wing-back support quite nicely. Very nice work rate in there and lots of numbers in double figures, which is the first thing I usually look at. Crossing, not fantastic as a 9, but all the other attributes seem to make up for that apart from flair, so I'm quite happy that he'll do a good job for me. It also ties in quite nicely with my inside forward on the left. That is Christopher Munksgaard. Looks pretty good for that position. Again, all the figures are above 10, which is usually my benchmark for what is good and what is not good. Very good current ability and very excellent rating for my senior team in terms of potential ability. So those two should hopefully work quite nicely with Neruzi getting down the flank and Munksgaard dropping inside. On the right hand side I have a standard fullback and a winger combination. My defence, if 2 centre-backs, Hassan Kurikai and Soren Jensen, are both as defensive centre-backs in the stopper role. I basically just want them to sit there and win the ball back. Supported by Henrik Bodke in the defensive midfield position. Those 3 guys will be my main defensive outlet, hopefully breaking the ball down and getting the ball back, aided by Andreas Bayes and Matthias Jensen in the midfield too, both on support. One is a ball-winning midfielder and one as an advanced playmaker. I'm reading quite a bit about Football Manager. Having people on support function is usually a good idea, so my key spine of players in the middle are all on support, as well as my wingers and inside forwards, just leaving my target man on attack. That is Hakim Araba. He is our top scorer at the moment with 7 goals in 18 games. Doesn't look that great, but I'm playing him purely for the fact he's my top goal scorer and I don't have that much else on the bench. In terms of my squad, I have a very wide range of players and ability. In terms of wages, it is extremely random. Some of them are on £7-8 a week, and I've got one guy on £1,200 a week. That is Mikkel Jensen. Doesn't look that great. There is potential there, but looking at what he is now, I'm concerned he may not fit in with what I'm trying to do. But on £1,200 a week, I'm kind of stuck and kind of have to play him, because what's the point of having him there on that wage if you're not going to do anything with him? Overall, in terms of wage budget, I am massively over budget at the moment. I'm spending nearly £12,000 a week, and my wage budget is nearly £11,000 a week. So there's lots of work to be done in January when the transfer window opens. If we look at our squad overall, I think there's 2 key areas where I'm going to need to strengthen. I'm going to need a new right back. I've only got Henrik Kleintoft, Kasper Mertz as options. Kasper Mertz is more of a backup player. Couldn't play centre half as well, but I can't see him being a regular in my first team. In terms of Kildentoft, good player, experienced fullback, gets forward whenever possible as well, can play in a variety of different roles and duties as a fullback. So could be a good player for me. Age 31 at the moment, so should be at his peak. So we'll see how he gets on. And I'm also looking for another centre midfielder. The 2 guys I've got at the moment, Jensen and Bayes, are okay. But outside of those, I don't appear to have much more options available to himself. But the biggest thing for me at the moment is reducing that wage bill. As I say, I'm £1,000 over, so it is going to be a struggle to be able to bring in anyone that is not a non-contract player. But that doesn't concern me until January. So that's an overview of my squad. So I'll give an overview of my tactics as well. So I think the only thing now to do is get on with the games. So looking at the form at the moment, Velje, I would imagine I'm not pronouncing that correctly, are the favourites at the moment. Key man is Daniel Naruzi, our left complete wing back, against their key man, which is Pavel Bazja. Vince Pavel, who's a goalkeeper. And we are off. Let's just see what's going on. No real highlights so far. So first one for us, this is a free kick to us, and we've scored. Amazing. Hassan Kurikai has scored our first goal. Great free kick from him, so that's a fantastic start for us. 14 minutes in, and we are leading it against the side second in the table. Lovely goal. Keeper could probably do a bit more then, but I'm not going to complain too much. Nice start. Kilnthoff inside to Jensen, to Bays, our balling midfielder, and puts it over. This could be where we fall down. Get the ball in, could header away. Get it away, thank you. Stand them up as they build in the midfield. Quite pleasing that they've all their sort of chances have been from distance at the moment, so I'm quite happy with that. Hoping that we can pick out our target man as Ilium, our right winger, picks up the ball. What's he going to do? Plays it back to Kleinhoff, who plays a first time ball into our target man, who loses the ball, which is not what you'd want to do from a target man. As we get a free kick, Bays take it, plays it in. Hence Jensen with the header, probably should have done better then, but we seem to be creating some decent chances so far, which is quite pleasing. Apart from Kurikai, who scored the goal, no one appears to be playing that great at the moment. Well, no one's playing too badly, so as we approach half-time and go in 1-0 up. According to the commentary, it hasn't been a classic, but I am more than happy with how it's going. You'll notice that I'm playing the touch version, so I don't have to worry about all of the team instructions. I do prefer the touch version for a number of reasons. It is a lot quicker on my computer. As I mentioned in my first video, if you are one of the 2 or 3 people that have actually sat down and watched that, so thank you very much for those guys. I have not got a massive amount of time to be creating my YouTube videos, so I've gone for touch. It's what I prefer. I will hopefully, if I can get a new computer at some point in the future which is faster, move on to doing the full version of Football Manager for 2018. But from my point of view, I see them both as kind of the same game, or 2 versions of the same game if you were, so I will continue doing that. Not going to make any changes at the moment. My right winger, Jeppe Ilium, is not performing too greatly. He's not a natural right winger by the looks of it. He does okay on the right. He's accomplished, but he prefers to be in the middle. I don't have massive amounts of options that are ready for first team availability. I've got Kevin Tim, who looks okay, but again, he's more of a natural striker than he is right winger. If you are concerned these videos are a bit hit and miss at the moment, I am literally using this save as a learning exercise. I want to see what I can do well, what doesn't work well for me, and take it from there going forward. I have absolutely no ambition to be a full-time YouTuber. This is purely a hobby. I hope to get some enjoyment out of it, and I hope you do as well for the few people that are watching it. I've got no illusions of making any sort of money from this adventure. It is purely, as I said before, about fun. So I'm not going to make any changes at half time. We're going to go again second half, and hopefully we can keep things going. Keeper's mentality as counter. Just keep instructions as structured, and all I'm trying to do is exploit the left and right flank, hit early crosses and hit that target man and go more direct. Quite basic, quite simple way of playing football, which if you're in a relegation dogfight, that's probably the best way of going about it. So we'll start our second half. We look to be difficult to break down at the moment, which is a positive sign. As Klindenhoff gets a throw in, he looks to get Ilium on the corner of the box. Ilium plays inside. Shot. Is it a penalty? No, it's not. Klindenhoff plays it back in and knocks it away. Pin ball around the box, and it's eventually cleared. We need to make sure we don't get caught on the break. Here's Alvarez, and highlight breaks down. If you're going to make a change, I'm not being impressed by Ilium at the moment, so what I'm going to do is bring on Kevin Tim as a right winger, see how he gets on, keep the formation as it is, maybe look to go a little bit more defensive as we go towards the end of the game, but I don't want to sit back too much as they get a free kick and put it over the bar quite nicely. Thank you for that. Naruzi knocks it along. Where's his tactic going to go? And Robert is through. Can he finish the game off? Hopefully he can. Oh, dearie me, that was not very nice indeed. Oh, that was poor. That was very poor, unfortunately, from our top goal scorer. Taking out Naruzi from a complete fullback, making him a normal fullback, and bringing on Jensen for Ilium on the left-hand side. And let's see how that goes. 20 minutes to go. Win it. Thank you. I do have a bad feeling about this second half. They haven't really tested us, but we haven't made our chances pay. We should have gone 2-0 up a few moments ago, but we didn't, frustratingly. They can shoot from there all day, though, to be fair, so that's quite a poor shot. So I'm happy for them to be at that distance. And they come again. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. That's it, hold it up. Good ball, good ball. Come on, Bays, go on. Finish it off, finish it off, finish it off. No, fairly decent save, to be fair. And we get a corner. Haven't done anything to the corner, so this is just the default sort of tactic. And we build again, long ball in. Keeper claims well. So 10 minutes to go. We are 1-0 up at the moment, but they have a deep free kick. Oh dear. Have no idea what happened then. See what happens. Deep free kick in. Oh dear. Everyone just left it for everyone else. Keeper is in no man's land, and it's 1-1. Awesome. I was just about to change it to defensive as well. So we'll stick to counter. We'll stick to the formation. And we'll see how it goes last few minutes. I'll be relatively happy with a draw, if I'm honest. I was expecting a defeat, but I'm going to bring on, change our defensive midfielder, bring on Hamishoj. That's how you pronounce it, for Bodka. He's been booked, looks tired. And just sort of see out the last couple of minutes for a point. Oh, good. Fantastic. So we can't defend free kicks by the looks of it. Oh, that's another poor goalkeeping error by the looks of it. And what was turning out to be a very nice 1-0 victory has now become a poor 2-1 defeat. I'll change to attacking for the last minute or two, but it won't make a difference because by the time it kicks in, the game will be over. We just need to win the ball back, which we've done so. Can we build it? Can we build it? We don't really get the ball forward that far. Oh, he's in, he's in, he's in, he's in. And he hits it straight at the keeper. Oh, that's a chance. Golden chance, Tim. Tim. 7 seconds. This will be full-time whistle. And there we go. We should have won that. Or should have at least got a point out of it at the very least. Disappointing. One of my biggest bugbears about this game is the way it says disappointing collapse if you go from 1-0 up and lose. I know it is a disappointing collapse, but it just really bugs me that it does that. So there we are, my friends. First game, first defeat. A 2-1 defeat to Velje Bowl Club. So what I'll do there is end the episode there. If you've watched it, thank you very much indeed for watching it. I hope you have enjoyed. As I've said before, this is all very, very new to me. So what I'm doing is just seeing what works, what doesn't work. If you've noticed something that you thought that's terrible, please let me know in terms of comments. If you've noticed something that is amazing, please do the same and let me know. Smash the like button, even hit the like button, do whatever you want to the like button. Subscribe if you wish as well. I've been the Football Manager Novice. This is the Globetrotter series at Naestved Bowl Club, and I will see you again very soon. Thank you very much for watching.